Alright, so what I've got for you today is something a little bit special. After I wrapped up the StarCraft 1 campaign, I think about a year and a half or so ago, when StarCraft Remastered first released, I honestly haven't played a lot of StarCraft 1. However, today, a new big update hit this game, and you may have already noticed it right there on the right-hand side. We can now rediscover the gameplay of StarCraft with all new cartoon graphics. Now, of course, I'm a massive fan of Carbot Animations. They make some awesome work. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met in esports as well. But regardless, if I go down to collections right here at the bottom of the screen, and I select Carbot right over here. I haven't actually done this yet, so I'm curious what's gonna happen. But anyways, we can select cartoon skins, infuse your StarCraft experience with the lighthearted charm of Carbot Animations with StarCraft cartooned. Every unit, structure, map, menu, and mission takes on a whole new cartoon aesthetic in multiplayer matches and the entire single-player campaign. Oh my god. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. That's so sick. Now, I have no intention of replaying the entire campaign once again. I did do a, I think like 50-part or so long series of me going through all of the missions of StarCraft Remastered. I'll actually go ahead and post a link to the very first episode down below in the description of this video in case you're interested to check it out. However, I am really curious to see what this looks like, right? So I think today we're mostly just gonna explore and see what everything is all about. Let's just go with the original one. Oh my god. That is amazing. You know what? Let's just go with Terran Episode 1. The very first mission ever. But I love this. This is so sick. Oh, okay. So some of the cinematics here are just the Carbot dudes sitting in the cinema. That is really clever. I was gonna say, like, did they also decide to then redo pretty much all of these screens? But no, that's not the case. That is really clever. Right there, by the way, Lenny, at the bottom of the screen, apparently biting away at the chairs. Alright, yeah, so we probably all know what the storyline looks like, right? Anyways, did they remaster these overview screens? Because I've seen some screenshots. I think they did.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience.
That is so funny.
Simply select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
You know what? I'm gonna skip the tutorial. I'm ready to jump into the very first mission.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Chow Sara colony.
All right. I've heard enough. We need to find Raynor, we need to build a barracks, and we need to train 10 Marines. I think we've all played this probably a dozen times, right? I know I did. Oh my god. So I decided to skip past that introduction there. And I decided to just go straight into it. That is amazing. So you know what, right? Here's the thing. When the Carbot map launched in StarCraft 2, right? I'm sure some of you remember that. There's like a StarCraft 2 Carbot Animations mod as well that is essentially the same as this. However, there were some weird moments, like for example when new patches hit, because sometimes, I remember like the shield battery wasn't properly incorporated, and sometimes units would just behave a little bit differently, especially if you were to like zoom in and all that, right? However, StarCraft 1 is a 2D game. Right? And I feel like that alone already makes this significantly more playable because it's just gonna be much smoother, right? This is... Oh, this is cool. I kinda... Oh, there's Raynor, isn't it? Yeah, there he is.
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Raynor, Marshal of these parts.
I love his portrait.
Go ahead, Commander.
Did you see that? Go ahead, Commander. Oh no, Lenny, no! Oh my god. Alright, so here's our very first, here's our very first base. Go ahead, get started, boys.
Anytime you're ready.
Oh my god, this is great. So the funny thing is, right, it's not just like the campaign. You can actually play the full game just like this, and you would never know if your opponent is running this skin set. That's the best part. You could play multiplayer like this just fine, and your opponent could just be running like the default graphic settings. And it should work like an absolute charm, right? Oh my god, I forgot. I have to rally my SCVs right there to the minerals themselves, obviously, because it's a little bit different. Anyways, I believe I have to, like, make a couple supply depots and a barracks and whatnot, right? I believe so. There we go. It's been a little while since I've played StarCraft 1. For sure.
Not enough minerals.
Amazing.
Not enough minerals.
You know what? I didn't play the original StarCraft back in 1998, but I still get intense nostalgia just listening to this music. I still think that the StarCraft 1 music, in general, is the best out of any video game ever. I know some people might make the argument that other games are just more iconic, but for me, even though I didn't play the game a lot back in the day, I still absolutely love the StarCraft 1 music. And it's just top tier, right? Like, honestly, all of the Blizzard games have really, really good music. Oh my god, it plays just like StarCraft 1. What's this, by the way? I'm not sure what that is. Oh my god. This is really cool. You know what? I said earlier that I wasn't really planning on replaying this whole mission set, but this is... There's Lenny! Look at him! No, don't attack Lenny, dude! Lenny, no! Stop! Don't do it! Oh my god, my Marine died. I kind of want to, like... I kind of want to play a bunch more missions than just this one. I'm surprised with how smoothly this plays, honestly, though. I mean, I'm not really surprised because I knew that it was going to be a 2D game, but it feels exactly like playing StarCraft. Just, you know, with different graphics. But, like I was saying, right? You could literally just have someone do the exact same thing. And
Marines can be trained at this facility.
oh, okay, thank you. Marine counter activated. So the mission objective is to get 10 Marines here. Which I think we can do. They build rather quickly. Man, this must have been a ridiculous amount of work as well. I don't know how many people work with Jonathan to make this whole thing happen. Maybe they could take some of the sprites and whatnot that they produced for the StarCraft 2 version of Carbot, but I gotta say, I think this is more enjoyable than the StarCraft 2 one, just because it, you know, it's the full game, and it actually, like, it's 2D. That's a game changer. Alright, well, let's go ahead and quickly complete this mission. Do I need to make another supply depot? I'm not entirely sure, but let's just get it going. Actually, is there even any fighting in this mission? Because obviously this is like an old school RTS, right? I don't remember if there were actually like any moments where you needed to fight in this very first mission. Maybe the only thing I needed to do was just make a bunch of Marines and a few to supply depots and stuff, because I think it's teaching me the absolute basics. Alright, so I've got 10 out of 10. Yeah. Wow. Excellent. Okay, you know what? I want to try and see what the Zerg units look like. I'm gonna go ahead and load up a game right here, I don't know, against the Protoss then, I suppose, so we have seen all 3 of the races. I do want to preface this by saying that it's been a very long time since I last played StarCraft 1. And some people live under the illusion that if you play StarCraft 2 at a decently high level, you must be good at every single video game out there. Oh my god, that's amazing. I would like you to live in that illusion. But I gotta be honest with you. The only reason why I'm half decent at StarCraft 2 is because I've played the game a lot. Some people, though, think that it's because, you know, I have a natural knack for these kind of things. It's like, no, not quite, I'm sorry. Hate to break the illusion. Anyways, this is so cool. By the way, for those of you unfamiliar, Carbot Animations. I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching this that you know who they are. But I'll go ahead and post a link to their YouTube channel down below. They recently hit 1 million subscribers, which is much deserved. They release weekly cartoons for different kinds of Blizzard games and some other things here and there as well. Gotta say, I actually really love the green color right here on these drones. Really cool. Anyways, what kind of units are we gonna go for? I have no idea, by the way, either about like build orders and stuff. One thing I do know is that StarCraft 1 starts up with only a handful of workers. So the first couple minutes usually are just building up that worker count again. StarCraft 1 is very brutal in a lot of ways. For example, it's impossible to rally the workers you're producing directly to minerals. So you have to like rally them like next to one of your structures and then manually send them over a little while later. Anyways, we're on circuit breakers. Good old circuit breakers. Why does my minimap look so weird? Am I crazy? Oh no, I don't wanna... No, no, no. No alliances here. Yeah, I'm not sure why I don't see the full minimap. I think there's a hotkey for that. Normally there's like a button set up over there, right? But That button is not quite showing up for me here. Anyways, let's go for a hatchery, and then a gas geyser, and then a spawning pool as well. One thing that I do love about StarCraft 1 is how incredibly difficult it is. I do love watching the pro games. Like, for example, right? When you're playing StarCraft 1, and you watch the pro games, and you see them walking around like a Dragoon army, or say like a Goliath army, or something like that. They make it look like the unit actually has decent pathing. But they don't. They absolutely suck at walking. I know that sounds silly, but they're really, really bad at just simply walking. Walking is one of the most basic things. But, you do have to be very cautious in this game. How many workers do we want on minerals again? I think like a couple more? I think like, if I could remember correctly, like, I usually went for like a full control group worth, right? That seems to do quite well. Just about to finish up my spawning pool, meaning that I can go for Zergling speed here. There we go. Oh, look at that. There's a little Zergling in the... Okay. Let's go ahead and make some as well. Also, by the way, I can't rally both of the hatcheries on one hotkey, so I have to switch between the two. Should we also, for defensive sake... Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make some Zerglings here, but I do want to go for a Hydralisk Den as well, right? I think a Hydro Den makes sense. Maybe get that lurker aspect. Oh, there they are. They're so cute. Look, Lenny. They're right there. They're right there. Okay, let's do some scouting. Let's go and get a lair. I actually accidentally just made 2 overlords there and one of the larvae. You have to select the larva individually if you want to get anything done. Okay, we really want to build up some units here, but mostly just economy, I think, right? Well, I say that, knowing that I'm not very good at you know, macroing in this game, it might not necessarily be the best idea. I want to go for, like, Hydras and Lurkers, I think. So, okay, yeah, they did spawn over here. Ooh, that's a lot of Zealots. That is a lot of Zealots. I think I might want to send a couple of these drones to the low ground as well, and maybe start up a few spore colonies? Or what are they called? Not spore colonies. There you go. Sunken colonies, that's the name. Come on. Let him do his thing. How many do we need? I don't know. That's the one thing I never really quite know. I don't know exactly how much we need to get anything done in a game like this, since I'm just not as familiar with the different dynamics. So I tend to overmake defenses. Do see a lot of Zealots, though, on the other side of the map. Oh my god, that is so cute. Alright, let's get some Sunken. So there's a bunch of Zealots. Actually, a lot of Zealots coming across. Do we make some Hydralisk as well? I don't actually know how this works out. Would we absolutely smash this with this amount of spores? Or Sunkens, rather? Let's set up a bit of a surround as well, okay? They're still on one base, if I'm not mistaken, so let's leave that Overlord over there for a little while. And let's just make a whole bunch of Sunkens. Trying to add on some Hydralisk here, too. Gotta be careful, I don't accidentally wall in my own base. That's something I'm real good at. I'm assuming these Zealots are gonna come across, right? Ay, ay, ay. I put up so many defenses. I mean, they're not expanding, so I guess I'd be fine either way, though, because they're gonna have to use these units at some point. Let's go ahead and start up the lurker aspect. Oh no, there they are. Okay. And it looks like we are indeed going to be able to hold on here. Very nice. Now you can't uproot these. No uprooting the spines here. Or the sunk. Whatever, guys. I'm going to call them by their StarCraft 2 name. And it's going to be disappointing to some of you, but... Gotta say, though, this plays just like a normal match of StarCraft. How amazing is that? Let us get an evolution chamber. Should we go for 2? Let's just go for 2. Why not? Since they're still not expended, I think I should be okay. Okay. Let's rally over there. What are you guys up to? Ooh, a Dragoon. Yikes. That was the walking that I was talking about earlier. Walking can be pretty tough in this game. It's so funny, though. This must have been a ridiculous amount of work. I have no idea how many people helped out Jonathan to produce this thing, but... seriously. So this is still one base Protoss right now, right? So I gotta be cautious that I don't get too out of control or making those workers. Unless they have a sick hidden base somewhere. Let's make some more Zerglings so we can do some more scouting, but... I can add on some lurkers here in a little bit once this upgrade finishes, which is the lurker aspect. So let's go ahead and get the grooved spines as well while we're at it. I'm a little late with that one, but all good. Alright, so there we got lurkers. Now lurkers obviously are phenomenal, defensively especially. I forgot how big drones are in this game. Like, they're much bigger than Zerglings. Alright, so there's a Dragoon, looking like it's ready to expand. You know what, we can do a sweet counterattack. So there's our lurkers, look at them. Oh yes. Good luck breaking this. Is he gonna move across the map or is he trying to expand? Oh, I think he is trying to expand, but we managed to get the kill on that very easily. Zealots, by the way, in this game are genuinely good. Although, not against that much. Okay. I think we might actually want to grab another expansion now as well. We're slowly making our way into a pretty decent area, right? Now, I don't really want to give them an expansion here, so I do think we want to probably go for a push here in a second. My 1-1 upgrades are in a pretty decent state here. So is he still trying to make an expansion now? Oh, no, still not. That's a lot of Dragoons. I'm not sure what the dynamic between Dragoons and then Lurkers and Zerglings and stuff is, so I guess we'll just have to be cautious. Oh, man. I forgot how much I like this game. Like, basically, when StarCraft Remastered first came out, I tried playing some ladder and whatnot as well. And the thing is, a lot of the people that played StarCraft 1 at that time were still very, very good at the game. Because the majority of them have been playing it for like I don't know, the last 20 years, right? Or at the very least, played it very competitively at some point. And as a relative newcomer, it's difficult to get into. I mean, I say relative newcomer, I could probably get, you know, get decent if I were to spend a whole bunch of time on it. But it's pretty unforgiving, I guess. But this is cool. I like this a lot. Okay, I once again want to continue scouting here. This is their natural expansion, right? I just want to emphasize. Yeah, no, it is. It's mirrored, right? So it should be. I'm making a lot of units here, by the way. Trying to not go too many Zerglings, because as we all know, Zerglings have a hard time walking when you're trying to, like, max out and stuff. Is he going for an expansion? There is one now. Should we try and see if we can stop that from happening? I think we should. Okay, 1A, 2A, 3 move. Okay, I killed one of the Dragoons. Now these nice little spots here on circuit breakers are pretty nice for lurkers especially. There we go. Got the lurkers ready. Oh, bring it on. Okay. Come on, boys. It's time to go. No, not you. You were supposed to move forward, too. Okay, let's bring you guys across the map, too. 2 more lurkers about to join the fray. It'd be nice if you were to burrow as well. Would make the game a lot easier. Oh yeah, I got a 3rd base now as well. Might want to use that. Maybe I should have put some workers right there into that gas. That probably would not have been a bad idea. Need a lot of larvae in order to make all of this work, but... Yeah, you can't attack move, that's it. Yeah, you can't attack move if you have lurkers on your control group. I forgot about that. There's a High Templar, get it! Hey, I recognized it as a Hard Templar immediately, right? So I guess at least that's a good sign. Maybe we should go ahead and add on like an extra, I don't know, an extra hatchery over here. And maybe like another hatchery over there. just so we can continuously rally more and more units in. Okay, so you're gonna be hotkey number 7, and you're gonna be hotkey number 8. You guys also get rally points across the center of the map. This game is brutal to micro. So if you have a couple of lurkers on the ground, the game will try and auto-select them. But it can't attack move with them, right? So it's pretty insane. Alright, I guess we just have to position. Where are you guys going? No, 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 don't go StarCraft 1 on me. Can't believe it. They just walked the other direction there. Alright, now we're on top of their production though. And I think that's gonna make this game pretty much as good as over. So I guess my first game here, guys. I don't want to brag, but Lenny and the Hydras. And a couple of these lurker boys as well. Absolutely killing it. The real MVPs though in this game were these sunken colonies, right? That stopped that push from earlier, yeah, the one that the Zealots were trying to finish the game with. Managed to break that. And because of that, obviously, eventually, we managed to just get way more stuff out. Now, the AI in this game, it does not leave, right? Until the final structures are gone. So, we'll probably have to destroy everything if we want to obtain the victory. But regardless, gotta be honest with you, this plays like an absolute charm. Now, I'm not entirely sure what kind of content I'm gonna be producing around this. I have no idea how many people are really interested in this either, so feel free to leave me any suggestions down below in the comment section of this video. I might even want to consider replaying the whole campaign again, but that's kind of like a big commitment, you know what I mean? I think if I were to do so, I'd probably do it over on the live stream and then upload it in like really long format to YouTube. That at the very least is my first impression of it. Probably not a terrible idea. Yeah. Too many underlinks. I forgot that they called it underlinks. And before, that's actually a thing in StarCraft 2 as well. I've just never noticed it. Anyways, here we go. The robotic support base going down. The pylon in the top left-hand corner. Trying to bring some power here to a non-existent Protoss base. Really? Really, game? Ay, ay, ay. There must be a structure somewhere that I can't see, but my minimap is a little bit confusing right now anyway. I think there's a hotkey to change that, but... Oh, look, they do have a base! You kidding me, game? They went for another base! That one shuttle! Apparently providing the lifeline that this Protoss here was looking for. Probably shuttling over a probe. That's crazy. Didn't expect it would be hiding a base over here. I thought I was missing something very, very obvious, but no, there's literally just a massive yellow square on the minimap all of a sudden. I don't know if he's got any minerals, though, to make a probe as well, because if there's not a probe out there... I think I may have seen 2 shuttles even, so... Anyways, let's see what happens once we kill this Nexus. We successfully obtained the victory. Nice. Anyways, so there we have it. StarCraft Cartooned is now available. Gotta say. If you're looking to replay it, it's probably worth picking up the cartooned version of the game, because it's very cute, plays like a charm, got no complaints whatsoever. I mean, I found a couple of minor bugs, but I think that's primarily due to the Circuit Breakers map, which is, you know, one of those maps they probably didn't test for. It's a bit of an old one, and it's obviously not the official ones that they play on the ladder right now, so I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. But anyways... I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below if you want to see more. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications as soon as future content goes live. But other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you once again in the next one.